Right. If you're not able to communicate properly, if you're not able to tell about the benefits of your products or your services, then you won't be able to close a client. So it starts way
Yeah.
before that. And after
Mm.
you have that some good level of confidence in your speaking and all,
Mm.
then you start with what offer do you want to create? What type of things that you want to
Yeah.
help people? They're thinking that
Yeah.
let's start a digital marketing agency and let's get clients. So that's good for if you're lucky, you will get one or two clients in the same month. But what happens
Yeah.
after that 1 or 2 months? That's the important part. How you are going to
Yeah.
manage that business and how are you going to sustain that business and how you're going to grow that
Mm.
business.
So, hi guys, welcome to Ignite with Pavan. We have Hammad Ahmed Khan with us today. He's the founder and CEO of Dull Media, where he helps 5 to 7 figure coaches and realtors scale their business to the next level and bring up their A game. He's also a national champion in National Rollball Championship. So, hi Ahmad, how are you doing?
Doing absolutely awesome, and let's bring some really good value to the table for your audience.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So to start off with, introduce yourself. How was your childhood and everything?
Okay, so my childhood was like nothing much better. Like it was a normal childhood, and
Hmm.
once I was in like high school, and then I got a friend, and
Okay.
that's how we started getting into entrepreneurship. Like it
Okay.
was not in my like thing. I'm getting into a job in future and that kind of thing. Like I was
Okay.
not really into that stuff.
Okay.
So mainly my focus was into entrepreneurship. So that's when I started selling people stuff. I was selling some courses and all when I was
Okay.
in 10th class.
Okay. Okay.
So from that, just new studies came 11, 12. Then after 12th, I started Dull Media.
Okay. Okay.
But before the name was not Dull Media, it was Lance Life TV. So what we were doing is we were uploading carousels, we were uploading reels and
Okay.
testing all the strategies on our own account so that we know
Okay.
what strategies are working and
Okay.
once we reached 1,000 followers, we stopped that posting and we got into a client business. And that's
Okay.
how we started Dull Media. And right now
Okay.
we are helping all those 5 to 7 figure coaches to scale their agencies or their coaching business by a social funnel system in which we help them create a system in which they're
Hmm.
just creating the reels and getting all those clients into the business.
Okay. Okay. That sounds
Yep.
nice. So, how was your education basically? As you said, after 12th, you didn't do any graduation, or it was only dull
Yes.
media, which was full time. So,
Actually, what I did was I got into a college and I
okay.
started studying biotechnology.
Okay.
And once I started that, I got into one or two classes and I saw that this is not something I'm really interested in.
Okay.
So after that, I dropped out again. And then again, my family told me to complete the studies. Then again, the next year, I got the admission into that same college in the same course. And
Okay.
after that, my earning was really, really pretty fine. And
Okay.
we were just growing after that. So then
Okay.
I thought, let's leave it. So what's the thing if I'm not thinking to get into biotechnology in the future, then why am I wasting my 3 to 4 years into
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
degree?
Yeah. Got it.
Exactly.
Got it. That sounds great. So how did you get your first client? Whether it be first, foreign client, US client, or someone. How did you get that? What is the process?
Awesome. So, getting the foreign client, like, it's not about just getting into a sales call and just closing someone. It starts
Hmm.
way before that. When you start speaking when you start speaking as a new language, like you're talking about in English. So we have majority of people in the US and UK speak in
Yeah.
English. So that's
Yeah.
how you have to build the confidence. Like
Hmm.
people don't buy your stuff, people buy
Hmm.
into you.
Yeah.
Right. If you're not able to communicate properly, if you're not able to tell about the benefits of your products or your services, then you won't be able to close a client. So it starts way
Yeah.
before that. And
Hmm.
after you have that some good level of confidence in your speaking and all,
Hmm.
then you
Hmm.
start with what offer do you want to create? What type of things that you want to
Yeah.
help people? If you are
Okay.
getting into the entrepreneurship thing just for like I can get some money in, then it's not going to work for you. You are only
Yeah.
focusing
True.
with the money and you will not be able to produce some results for the clients. So they
Hmm.
will be just leaving.
Hmm.
So one short story, I was working in a marketing agency just before I started Dell Media, and I was into
Okay.
Lance TV. So we were doing some freelancing stuff.
Hmm.
So I was working there. I saw all those things and all. I saw
Hmm.
how they were working, and I saw how they were able to get international clients. So I
Okay.
saw that all stuff, and I saw one major thing that they were missing.
Hmm.
Like what they were providing is they were only providing video editing services and
Hmm.
the graphic design services. So
Hmm.
it's not enough to build a personal brand. What is
Yeah.
a personal brand? A personal brand is a thing like just like you present yourself with some nice suit,
Yeah.
with your
Yeah.
nice body language and all. So personal brand is that kind of stuff. People are watching you. People are thinking about you in that particular way. If your
Hmm.
profile is just with you're hanging around with a bunch of losers, smoking weed and all. So why would someone buy from you if you're doing this kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Right. So
Hmm.
it's all about your costume in the personal and the physical sense. It's all about your and it's all about your personal branding, how you show yourself to other people on social media, and that's how you scale your business.
Yeah.
And this is the thing that most of the people don't understand. And I've been getting calls and all. So they were saying like I'm doing really good video editing. I'm putting some captions and all, and people are gonna buy stuff from me. Like
Yeah.
this not works in that way,
Yeah.
right? Building a personal brand is only for the top 1 percenters and the people who really want to understand and dive into it. Like I don't waste much time in people who are just thinking that I'm going doing some really good stuff and I'm uploading on social media and I will get clients. So I don't work with those people. It's about adaptability and growing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're not growing,
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense to you if you're doing something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
If you're not moving forward, then you're
yeah.
stagnant. And if you're
Yeah.
stagnant, you're going backwards.
Yeah. True. That's the point. Yeah. That is so
Yeah.
true. So now, as you're speaking to many people, abroad, many US clients you're getting and
Yes.
everything. So how is the experience while talking to them? What are the new things you're trying to learn, while talking to them, right? Because they're in different fields.
Yes.
So what are the learnings from?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the major difference, if I talk about the major difference in the country wise, why I started working with international clients. So
Hmm.
you have a one customer from India and you have one customer from, let's say, US.
Okay.
So the really important thing that you will find in both of them is right now the minimum wage in India is really really low. So you
Hmm.
cannot charge them high ticket.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
mentality of Indians or let's say Africans as well, these
Hmm.
type of people where wage is too low, their
Hmm.
thinking is like if why should I pay for this
Yeah.
if I
Yeah.
can get the yes, they don't value their time, like they think that I have time and I can do this thing and I should save some money. So
Yeah.
this is the main thing. In the US and UK, people are like they have huge businesses and they want to grow, so they have the importance for their time. They want to
Hmm.
spend with time with their family. They want to spend time in their business and all. So they think that getting some services and the mentorship is really really important to get your business to the next level. But
Hmm.
this thing you won't find in the Indian businesses. They will just
Yeah.
if they pay you 10 rupees, then they're gonna have the value of 10,000 rupees from you.
Yep. That happens. That happens.
Exactly.
That happened to my agency as well. When I started like around one to 1.5 year ago. For the starting few months we didn't have any clients. So when we
Yes.
started, the work we were doing, daily was around like 3 hours, 4 hours a day, but the payment you're getting was very very less,
Yes.
right? Like it was basically the payment is like a seed, and the work you're doing was like a huge
Exactly.
tree. So that's how it was
Absolutely.
working. But as of now, we're still in the growing stage, right? So it's pretty fine
Exactly.
as of now. So we just want to scale
Exactly.
as a company, and then get more clients and take it forward too. So that's one of the most
Absolutely.
interesting things you've actually spoken about.
Okay, so this is a thing that you have to focus. If you don't have a really big business and you're just starting out in a business, so you have to work for an
Yeah,
agency that has the same kind of thing that you're interested in. Just like I work for a social
yeah,
media marketing agency because I wanted to get into this business and get the experience. So I saw what they were doing,
yeah,
what type of things that they were getting into, how they were getting clients. So all the operations I was seeing,
yeah,
and absorbing it. It's all about absorbing. If you're just working in a company
Okay.
doing all these
Yeah.
kinds of work and closing your eyes, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's like zero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So now many people, many students who are in college or something like that, they think starting a social media marketing agency or a digital marketing agency is really easy. Right? If you just have a
Yes.
laptop, if you just have Wi-Fi, they think they can start it. But how difficult it is, they don't know that. So what would you like to
Exactly.
suggest them, those kind of people? Because there are many people all around the world who think it's very easy to start and sustain, right? So
Absolutely.
what is your suggestion to those kind of people or
Uh,
students or whoever is starting up?
so Instagram ads and all have really like developed our students' mindset in a really wrong way. They're thinking that
Yeah,
let's start a digital marketing agency and let's get clients. So that's good for if you're lucky, you will get one or two clients in the same month. But what happens
yeah,
after that 1 or 2 months? That's the important part. How you are going to
yeah,
manage that business and how are you going to sustain that business and how you're going to grow that
mm,
business. And before that, before getting into digital marketing agency, you have to ask yourself some really deep questions. Do you even want to get into a digital marketing agency? What are the things that digital marketing agency
mm,
do? Like social media marketing is way
yeah,
different than digital marketing. Digital marketing is like
yeah,
you're running ads for a company, but social media marketing is
yeah,
organic. That's inorganic.
yeah,
And you
yeah,
have to spend a lot of time in learning all these things. You have to like if you're running ads, there are a lot of people like Peng Joon and Russell Brunson. They teach you how to get an audience into your ads,
yeah,
and you have to spend a lot
yeah,
of time learning for that. You just don't get into a thing and just
mm,
grow everything. You have to spend a lot of time in that,
yeah,
and
mm,
that's what you have to ask to yourself if you are interested in, let's say, publishing a book. Like you are interested in having a publishing company that publishes book for people and you are getting into a digital
mm,
marketing agency, that really won't work with you.
mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So just one quick question. What are your thoughts on this? Money or fame? Which thing you do you like or prefer the most? Right? In money or fame, both of them.
Absolutely. So I would every time you ask me this question, I'm going to choose fame. Because if you have the
Okay.
audience, like money is not a thing. Like money is
Yeah.
a thing that when it comes to you, you're just going to think it's like it's nothing, like it's in my bank account. What am I going to do with that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When that money is utilized in a really good way, like getting the audience and helping a lot of those people, like money will always come if you have the audience and the
Yeah.
attention. And
Yeah. True.
if you are using that money to have some really good experiences, then that's the thing. If you are thinking about getting the money, I'm going to buy a Lamborghini and a Ferrari, then you won't let me tell you a quick story that when I was younger, I was thinking about let's get an iPhone. I want to get an iPhone and all. So yeah, I never got it from my parents. And once I started my agency and it was growing really good, so then I
Yeah.
purchased my iPhone 14 Pro. After that,
Okay.
for the first day, it was really exciting. And from the second day
Yeah.
onwards, it is what it is. I have to work right now. So this is
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
that materialistic things. If you have the fame, if you
Yeah.
have the power to influence people in a really good way, then that's
Yeah.
the main thing.
Yeah, true. So I like your unique take on this question because I have asked this question not only on podcasts but also separately to many different people. 99% of them chose money over fame. So probably you were the only one who chose fame over money, right? So but this is actually a really interesting and tricky question, to be honest, and
Exactly.
it depends on how people think about their life, their lifestyle, and everything else. So yeah, that was actually a great answer, to be honest.
So let me
So
tell you
now,
what's the mindset behind that. Why they choose
hmm,
money over fame. They have seen a lot of people on social media like I was thinking about Logan Paul. He was talking on a podcast like I would choose money every time, every single time over fame because people come to you and ask you for your photos. Then what's the problem? If you're helping people in
hmm,
a good
yeah,
way, that's the major thing to do. If you're just
yeah,
having money and not doing some good in the lives of people and not helping others, then what's the reason of having that money?
Yeah, true, true, true. That is true. So, as you already started Dull Media, it's running pretty well, right? So, what are your future plans for Dull Media? Do you want to hire a team? Have a proper workspace, right? And then try to scale around all over the world, and what are the different plans you have for Dull Media, like in general?
Okay, so for the done media, I'm thinking about working for only a class of peoples who are
Okay,
really keen on getting their personal brands grow. And because there are not
okay,
a lot of people who are ready to take action. Like I don't want to
yeah,
spend time telling them that it's important for you to grow your business by personal branding.
yeah,
It's just a
yeah,
waste of time. So my
yeah,
thinking is working for a handful of people and the people
mm,
who are my specific clients, like who have all the things to grow. Because if they grow,
yeah,
then I will grow. Because
yeah, true,
the
true,
if you're working with me, then it's a relationship, really good relationship. If you are
yeah,
growing, then
yeah,
I will become happy because that's what
true,
we
true,
we are spending a time and effort searching for all the
yeah,
strategies and helping you grow. So we will
yeah,
see like our work is giving some results.
yeah,
So exactly. So if you're just spending a lot of time telling people that buy personal brand, you will get a lot of views in a single month, and you will get lots of clients. So even if you see, even if you say you get that client, then what they will do
mm,
in the first month is they will ask you, "I'm not getting any growth. Why is my
yeah,
editing
yeah,
not this way? Why am I not
yeah,
getting much followers? Why am I not getting much engagement? Why am I not getting
yeah,
leads?" So this is the thing
yeah,
that you want to avoid, not just
yeah,
getting the clients. You will get the money, let's say, and after that how
yeah,
much time that client will consume of yours, and how much of brain eating they will do, so you won't be able to
mm,
focus on your business and give the results. So that's the important
yeah.
part.
Yeah. So as you said, many people ask after 1 month of their after
Yes,
you're working for them, people most of the times clients don't understand that this is a long term game, because
exactly,
if you want to build a personal brand for yourself, it won't happen in a shot, right? It's
exactly.
not very easy to build a personal brand in a shot. So how do you try to tackle with these kind of obstacles in your journey, throughout dull media or whatever you're trying to do, talking with different people, and how do you tackle with people of different mindsets, right? So how do you cope up with that, and how do you tackle?
Okay, so the major thing I'll tell them is it will take you around 1 to 3 months. Like that's the period in which you will start getting really good results. Like I've
Yeah.
grown my Lance Life TV, like which was which is the Dell Media. In
Hmm.
90 days, it got from 0 to 1,000 followers just by uploading carousels.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So this is the thing. You will start getting results within 1 to 3 months. And if the clients have that in mind that I have to get millions of views, that's not the thing. You have to
Yeah,
target the right people. Like let's say you have
yeah,
a podcast, you are targeting entrepreneurs right now. If
yeah,
your audience is coming from like 13-year-olds watching gaming channels and all, what you will do with that audience? They're not capable of investing in themselves. They're not capable of learning the stuff that you're telling. So what's the
yeah.
use? So you have to target that into a right amount of audience. And there are a lot of people who are thinking that getting a really good following and getting that blue tick will give us a really good personal brand. They purchase a lot of followers and their reach is down. They're
Yeah,
not getting in front of their target people. So that
yeah,
is not letting their business grow. And they're thinking that every
yeah,
social media marketing is agency is same, and that's why they're not investing in it, or they think that social media marketing is a long term game.
yeah, yeah. So as you said, people are buying fake followers on Instagram or wherever, right? That has become a trend now, because people
Yes,
are going behind the number of followers, right?
exactly.
Rather than the reach they're trying to get, the organic reach they're trying to get, which they're sometimes people are working hard for it, like they're making
Hmm,
content on Instagram or on any other platform, but they're also buying for fake followers,
exactly.
so that doesn't make sense, to be honest, right? Because I've seen many people who are like 15 years, 14 years, who are trying hard, right? They're doing some of the other content on
Yes,
social media, but they're having around 100K followers, which are all bought, right? Which are all fake,
exactly.
because they don't have the proper reach too, right? So that's what people's mindset is. they run behind that number, they
Exactly.
think that, having more number of followers makes you an influencer, as you rightly said,
Absolutely.
or some, creates a personal brand for you. So that doesn't work any day, right?
Exactly.
So so yeah, I have one more question, right? So now you're running Dull Media, and as you said, it's really growing. You have clients and everything else,
Yes.
right? So now, how many members are there, within the company, right? That's just one quick question I
Okay.
had.
So right now we only have 4 members, and
Okay.
because I don't believe in having a lot of people and getting the short work done, because there are a lot of people they are just getting paid. They think it as a
Yeah.
job. If they're doing some work, they don't. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter how late they are giving it, how
Yeah.
efficiently they are doing it. So it's just a waste of time hiring those people. Just have a
Yeah.
team, a core team, by which you can lay the foundation of your company. Because when it's growing, you have to have a great foundation. You won't see a building starting from top.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to have a good foundation of team members who can
Yeah.
handle all the stuff by their own. Because
Yeah.
if you're just dependent on someone for your business, like let's say, uh, like I do video editing as well. Like everything I do in my business, whatever task I delegate, I can do that myself. But just to
Yeah.
save my time and focus on something really good, I have to delegate that task. So if everything goes wrong and people just leave me, I'm not going to just sit there and see my business burn. I have
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
capabilities of do that things.
Yeah.
And that's the most important part. Just people hire a lot of team members and say, you do this, and all. And they don't have the
Yeah.
idea of percentage of thing that they're doing. And
Yeah. Yeah.
that's why the businesses they close.
Yeah. So as you said, you also edit videos. So how did you start actually video editing? Because I've seen your content. It's pretty, the edits are pretty, cool. So
Awesome. Thanks.
I had that question, how do you edit videos? What's the process of your editing? Because you also edit for your clients, right?
Yes.
Not only for yourself. So how do you think? Do you write the script for the reel or for the video, and then do you have that thing in your mind saying, like this, I have to edit this particular video. So do you have all that written somewhere in your laptop or in a book, or you just go by your instincts? So what is the process for you?
Okay. So are you asking about the process of how do I do editing for my client, and how do I search for a editing type that suits the personal brand? Is it the right question?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So
You
it
can
all
cover both. You can cover both if you want to
awesome.
answer both.
Surely. So firstly, for the clients, what I ask them is the basic question: what do they want? If they want a following,
Okay.
or do they want to grow their business by getting to a right audience? So because
Mm.
both of the things are really different. People who are
Yeah,
interested, let's say selling marketing services. So people who are interested in
yeah,
get buying those marketing services won't be like people who I want to target for. Like there are things that you have to change everything after 2 or 3 seconds to get that audience's attention. So that's good. I
yeah,
will add some of those parts if I'm targeting my target
yeah,
audience, but most of the people will be there for to gain knowledge. Like they want to grow
mm.
their brands and all. They will be there to gain knowledge and all. So they won't be thinking about,
Yeah,
oh my God, I'm not getting that screen changes after 2 or 3 seconds. So this is the
yeah,
thing. Like every single type of video, you have to edit in a different way. Let's say if my client
mm.
wants, if they want to get really good reach and good impressions on the video, so I edit them in a
Mm.
particular way that resonates with the brand, that does not
Yeah,
destroys their personality,
yeah.
and gives them a really good engagement and all. That's the
Okay,
most
okay.
important thing. Like let's say I'm not gonna edit videos like Gary Vee. Like both of the
Yeah,
personalities are not same. So every single
yeah,
personality have different kinds of body language, and according to the body language, you have to do ton of research for that particular font. That
yeah,
how what type of font will match his personality. Like there are
yeah,
so many details that you have to cover.
yeah,
And for my own videos, like I think about what my target audience wants, and I just edit them in a particular way. Like For me, right now, uploading more content and sharing more value is more important than getting really good edits done. Like when you see my last video, that like took me 4 to 5 days just to think how this
Yeah,
video will come out. So it took
yeah,
a lot of time. If you're just
yeah,
putting a lot of time into that editing a video and it still won't work, then you might lose motivation.
yeah.
Like it's
True,
not
true.
a type of motivation for me. I'm just editing just to showcase that what I can do, just to
Yeah,
improve my
yeah.
skills as well.
Yeah. So as you said, as you talked everything about, your client satisfaction and how
Yes,
your clients want that you're trying to edit, right? So suppose, Dull Media has, hit $1 million, right? It's generating a revenue of $1 million per month, right? So what is the first thing you would do, if that really happens, down the lane, right? So what is the first thing you would do after it happens?
okay, so before talking about what will happen after, I'll talk about what will happen before that. Like, you're not going to just touch by $10,000 to $1 million in a single
Yeah,
second.
yeah, yeah,
So it is
yeah.
going to be a process. It's going to be a long process. In that process, I'm going to do everything what I love, like traveling a
Yeah,
lot, all the world and connecting with new people and all. So that's going to
yeah,
be the thing before that. And after we reach, like, let's say, I'll do is I'll get some amount that is
mm,
really good for a really luxury lifestyle. And after that, I'll
mm.
delegate all the tasks. Like I'll just
Okay.
oversee all the things that are being done, and I'll hire a
Mm.
CEO who is managing all the stuff and all. Like I'll be an investor in the company.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because I
Got it.
don't want to just do a business to get in, not get into a business to have my life. I'm going to have a
Yeah,
business to build my life.
yeah. Got it, got it. That's a key point, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah. So as of now, there are many people, right? As we already spoke, who as you said yourself, you stopped by going to college, you stopped biotechnology,
Yes.
and then you just sat full time. Right now you're sitting full time on Dull Media, and
Yes.
here I am going to college every day and then managing time. So it's like
Yes.
we both are different personalities, and right now we both are at different different levels, to be honest, because you left, you dropped out, and you sat full time, you know
Yes.
right. So people really have to drop out if they are going behind their passion, or do they have to continue their academics, balance it, and then at the right time should they just sit on full time? What's your take on that?
Uh, it's not let's say it's not a one size fits all. You have to think
Yeah,
about your condition, what type of condition you are in, and
yeah,
let's say you have a thing about getting the degree and getting the business running as well. So it will
yeah,
be hard for you because having working on two different things is like not
yeah,
taking your attention full time. If let's
yeah,
say you're
yeah,
cooking food at at here and you are doing some other client meeting here, so you're not going to
yeah,
do all those kinds of things. Like you're in getting into a meeting and that food got burnt, or you are
yeah,
seeing the food and the client just left the call. So you
yeah,
won't be able to do both of the things at once. It depends.
yeah,
It certainly depends on you. Like if you're thinking about getting being a lawyer, and that law degree helps you get that place, so you have to
yeah,
certainly go for that law degree. But if you're thinking about building a business that will help people along the way that come on near your business, so you
yeah.
have to focus on that business. But you
Hmm.
have to have that certainty. Like if you're not believing in yourself, you won't be able to achieve that thing. You have to
Yeah,
believe in
yeah,
yourself.
yeah, yeah.
For starting, let's say you are studying as well, and once you get
Hmm.
really good amount from your
Yeah,
one or two clients that you can live for like 2 or 3 months, just have that gap,
yeah,
and after that
yeah,
you just leave it if you're not
yeah,
thinking to
yeah,
continue there.
yeah. So even that was my plan actually. Right now I have like one and a half year to finish my BTech. Right, it's a 4 year course, right? So I'm in my third year right now. It's actually in the middle of third year. So that was even my plan. I was actually not interested in doing BTech because I was always interested in starting something of my own. Right. So when I was doing internships, and I learned learned stuff about social media marketing, and I had months of experience in social media marketing. That was the time when I've started. It was actually not Elite Spark Bridge. It was actually Build Your Brand, as you know, right?
Yes.
So then even I had to change the name because we have registered. So yeah, it's running pretty decently right now. So yeah, that's about myself. So
Awesome.
leaving that aside, like if you want to explore the world of marketing in general, because marketing is a huge word,
Exactly.
right? And there are many people who are in the domain of marketing, whether it be social media marketing, digital marketing, right? There are many people in India itself who are in this domain, right? So what makes dull media very different from all of these? Because even I run an agency, right? So you know when people are trying to ask me what is that one thing which is unique in your agency, which differs you from the others, right? So that's my question to you as well, because I wanted to know that from your side too.
Awesome. So, according to my experience, and I've talked to a lot of people who are into the same niche from around the nation, and what they were talking about is they wanted to help really big brands, and one of them said, "I want to help big brands get more leads, get some
Yeah,
funnels into the place and all." Some said
yeah,
that I want to help these big brands and help them increase their personal brand, like their brands and all, and showcase their
yeah,
products and all. Let's say I had a person who was working as a marketing officer for the company boat, and I was
yeah,
talking to him, and he was telling me that his plan is to like build a visual image of that brand and help them
mm,
grow their audience by just 10x or 20x. So
okay,
in this, we come in different, but and we help people around the world to scale their business by just building their personal brand. Like
yeah,
this is some really different niche, and right now
yeah,
we are only working done for you services in which we do all the kinds of work for you, and you don't have to like spend an eye on it. And that's why people are asking me that why am I not getting results? So that's the thing right now. Because they're not
yeah,
spending a lot of time. I told them to go live and all, build a personal connection with people, and they're not doing it.
yeah,
They're just sending
yeah,
us the videos and leaving it to us. Like it's not a
yeah,
magic pill that we have.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that is true. That is true. um, right, because and sometimes clients also do expect a lot from agency
Exactly,
owners, or people who you're working for, right? They just it actually goes out of their expectations. What we are thinking to do and what they're expecting sometimes don't go hand to hand,
exactly.
right? So what is the mindset you have at that time? Because you yourself worked with many different people, right, all over the
Yes,
the country, I mean all over the world, to be honest. So how was your mindset working with different people of different mindsets, right? Because one client responds in a
yes,
positive note, and the other client responds in a negative note if something goes wrong, right? Because everybody tends to make mistakes when they're doing something, right? Because some
exactly.
people can understand and some people can forgive. Some people won't do that. Some people will just cancel your what that's called, contract, or they'll just remove you off, right? So how do you deal with that? How do you have that mindset and that approach to deal with all these people?
Exactly. So the number one key point you have to see is you're not giving really big guarantees in the first call. Like
Okay.
I can get you 100,000 followers in 6 months. Like that's not
Yeah.
possible. It really
Yeah.
depends on the person who your client is. Like let's say
Yeah.
I had one client whose speaking style was not engaging. He was like speaking
Yeah.
like this. Hi, I am this person, and this is how I'm going to help you. Like this is not really engaging.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
depends on really small things like how you are speaking with the people, what type of value you are
Yeah.
providing, how much time you are taking to convey that value, what
Yeah.
type of editing you're doing. So that's editing part is on
Yeah.
you. You can improve that.
Yeah.
But still, from a
Yeah.
client perspective, it's a lot of things to do from their type. Like you have to
Yeah.
have a good background as well.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
have some things in the background, like plain background won't like work because people see
Yeah.
how you present yourself, what your
Yeah.
background is, how you present yourself, how your how you're being visually jarring. Like when someone,
Yeah.
everyone is swiping mindlessly, so they have to see something different in your video. Like not
Yeah.
looking like a geek, having spectacles on and sitting like this and speaking about your
Yeah.
stuff. So that's
Yeah.
really not
Yeah.
engaging. So this is the thing that
Yeah.
you have to see before working for a client and tell
Yeah.
them this is the thing you have to work on and this is the thing we'll be improving. So
Yeah.
have that boundaries really straight. And if someone says
Yeah.
that I've not got the results that I was expecting, just leave them.
Yeah. That's a cool suggestion, Ahmad.
Exactly. Because you don't spend your time arguing with people because they have made up their mind and you won't be able to just turn it backwards. Not the first month, let's
Yeah.
say you told them that next month we'll get some results. Again, after the next month, they will become more aggressive and tell you that I'm not getting results. Why am I not getting results? You are a shit company and all. So they will say things like that. So you have to
Yeah.
deal with that as well. So in the first month, when you see that type of behavior, you have to set some really cool boundaries with them and tell them it's going to take time. If they say that I've got another company that will give me results, go for that, please. Because we are
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
dealing it with bad marketing and getting you fake views and all. It's organic and
Yeah.
we're
True.
reaching your target audience.
Yeah. True. True. So as you're running Dull Media, right? So do you have anything else other than Dull Media in some or the other different niche, right? You want to start by yourself, right? Did you have that had that in your mind, right from
Okay.
childhood, or something you have right now? Do you want to start something of your own, right? After Dull Media is at a particular stage, as you said, you are dedicated to many different people, right?
Yes.
So do you have that in mind, at the back of your mind at least? You have to start something else and start exploring different, areas, different domains, different niches, right? Do you have that in your mind?
Yes, there are some things, and personally, I don't think about what I'll do even in the next 6 months because technology
Yeah,
is coming so fast that if you're thinking about what I'll do in 5 years, you're just lagging behind.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Exactly. The podcast I was watching was of Grant Cardone, and what he was saying is just because of real estate, that because that's the thing that you can see and hold, and that is going
yeah,
to be forever. Because you won't be spending your time in the Mars in the next 5 years. So
yeah,
that is
yeah,
a strong thing. So other than that, if he's saying all those things like social media marketing, let's say digital marketing, and new things have come in SaaS and all.
yeah,
So that are the
yeah,
things that might change in the next 1 year. So you have
yeah,
to have your eye on that as well. So it's not about
yeah,
what I'll do in the next 1 year, what I have and what I'll be starting in the next 1 or 2 months, and what I
yeah,
have
yeah,
plans
yeah.
in my mind. So for
Yeah.
that, I have AAA like
Okay.
automated marketing agency and all. I don't know why
Okay.
it is named as AAA. It's automated
Yeah.
marketing agency. AMA it is, but
Yeah.
and that is one thing. And I have SaaS in mind as well, in
Okay.
which
Okay.
you build a software and you sell that
Yeah.
software to companies so that they can delegate their tasks to that software. It's like
Yeah.
AI software in which it takes
Yeah.
most of your time
Yeah.
and gives you
Yeah.
time to focus on something else.
Yeah.
And one more thing
That's
I'm
nice.
talking about is
Okay.
right now we are doing done for you services, and soon
Yeah.
I'll be switching to done with you services as well.
Okay.
Because when you're coaching
Okay.
people, they're getting the knowledge of how they want to grow their personal brand, how to reach the target audience. Then it
Yeah.
gets easy for them because they're spending their time into the personal branding, so they know how much
Yeah.
effort it takes, and
Yeah.
they will eventually grow if they're spending their time.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you spoke, as we both spoke about time, the growth takes time, right?
Yes,
So many people say time is money, right? So how do you think, how do you think about time? Do you manage your time, properly? Do you have like a schedule, right? Because you do video editing, you have meetings with clients, right? You have to
yes,
reply to emails, because most of them are foreign clients or US clients, or anywhere around the world, right? or
yes.
or whether it be from our own country, wherever people are, you have to have a schedule, right? So how important it is to have a schedule, right? Do you have one? And if you do, or if you don't, how important it is to have a schedule, daily schedule or daily planner in, for
Okay.
many business owners or for students.
Okay. So
Yeah.
for the first sentence that you told me that time is more valuable than money. So let me ask you a
Yeah.
question. If I offered you $1 billion right now, right at this second, and the
Yeah.
thing was you will die after 24 hours, what's more important for you?
My life.
So that's the time you have, right? So time
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
much, much, much more valuable than money. And if someone
Yeah.
is taking most of your time, speaking about all those questions that you don't want to talk about, taking your time and the things that, oh, I am watching that cricket match, will you come? And you're doing some really good stuff to build your business. So you have to
Yeah.
take care of those time because it's most important and it's your time. So don't let anyone take much of your time into something that
Yeah.
it is not productive and not helping you being
Yeah.
the best version of yourself. And
Yeah.
for me, I don't have a time schedule, but I organize my day one night before
Yeah.
because you don't know how much. Like, let's say, I'm also doing some video editing for me as well, and I
Yeah.
delegate some of the tasks. So before the night,
Yeah.
I think about because there's some video edits that might take you 1 hour, that might take you one and a
Yeah.
half hours. There might be a
Yeah.
lot of problems in the way, just like net stop working. If I take 1 hour
Yeah.
in for my video editing, it's going to take 2 hours. So I take two
Yeah.
and a half hours for that time. And I
Yeah.
just generalize how much time it will take and multiply it by 2x because it's going to take a double of your time. And
Yeah.
that's
True.
how
True.
I get my work done.
Yeah. And also, do you read novels, books, or do you only listen to or watch two podcasts? Do you have that habit of reading books, or
Okay.
it is only video content or audio content?
Okay, so right now, when I started, I was reading a lot of books. Like there are some Don't Sell, Make Them Buy, The Richest Man in Babylon, 48 Laws of Power, and How to Talk to Anyone. So these are some books
Okay.
when I started in my journey, I read them. But right now, it's all about getting the knowledge from the things. Like when you're
Yeah.
purchasing a book, they're not just giving away 500 pages of knowledge. It's only 15
Yeah.
pages of the knowledge that you need, and rest of the
Yeah.
pages are just crap that you don't need. They're
Yeah.
telling themselves, they're telling the story of themselves. So it's
Yeah.
all about how much time you're giving to that thing and how much value you're getting. So that's
Yeah.
that's the most important thing. So if I'm getting that same amount of knowledge, let's say in 50 pages, what I'm going to
Mm.
do is search for the summary of that book. I'm going to go to some AI software and paste that book's PDF and ask them, let me know what is the solution to this question according to this, and that will give me the answer. So that's saving the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even I go to YouTube and search for that same problem, and I see some relevant videos that might solve
Okay.
my problems.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I understood, how your take on things are, right? So at in this time in the year 2023, and moving forward, AI is gonna go crazy. I mean, you can do much more stuff, using AI, right?
Yes,
So what's your take on that? Is AI gonna get more powerful? As Elon Musk also said, AI is more powerful than you all think, right? So do you think AI is gonna take, away human jobs, or humans are, gonna sustain these, and they're just gonna, rock it,
exactly.
right?
So according to me, AI is not going to be that powerful that it's going to take over the world, but
Yeah.
it's gonna take a lot of your daily wage jobs. Like
Okay.
it
Okay.
will take out some construction jobs, it will take out some like labor jobs. But the things
Okay.
that require creative thinking, like it's not gonna produce really good ads that will engage people, right?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
right now, if you say that you go to a website and type in website builder and you
Yeah.
ask it to create a funnel, it won't create a funnel that will generate you leads. It will create a
Yeah.
really basic type funnel that you won't even like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So right now it's not much powerful, and even in the days, because human mindset is always and always evolving, and AI is
Yeah.
created by humans. Even if it is
Yeah.
learning from the data it's available on the internet, but still that data is produced by humans. right?
Yeah,
Only
true.
human brain has the power to create new things, but AI
Yeah,
is just learning from those things. It might have
yeah,
a separate brain, but it won't be like a human brain.
yeah.
Exactly. So that's not going
Got
to
it.
take a lot of the things. So you don't have to like think about it's going to take my graphic designing stuff. So that will help you, but that's not going to take your full work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. So, so after, people, if they're watching or listening to this whole podcast, right? So, what is that one, liner or one sentence or one thing you want people to take away from this particular podcast, right?
Okay. So one takeaway I would like to suggest them is build yourself just like you want to create yourself. Like you have to do
Yeah,
that deep thinking. You don't have to see a lot of those influencers and think about I want to be like him. Think of
yeah,
what you want to be like when in the future. What you want to
yeah,
help. Just like I
yeah,
was like see when I was starting early and I saw a lot of these people and saw a lot of things that what they were doing and all. So even if you just try, you let's say I'm going to try this thing and I'm gonna find if it suits me. I'm going to do it. If it doesn't, I'm going to try another thing. So it's about a trial. What you like. If you're just thinking
yeah,
about I want to be like Logan Paul and I'm going to do all those work that Logan Paul is doing, so that's not going to help you. You
yeah,
have to
yeah,
take
yeah, yeah,
the knowledge and you have to see what part of that knowledge is helping you create the best version of yourself.
yeah.
And also,
Got it.
just like I told you, time is more valuable than money. So stop spending
Yeah,
time on all those crappy activities and go on to your Instagram following and just unfollow all the people that you don't know or you are following and they're not helping
yeah,
you in your life. So just
yeah,
unfollow them and
yeah,
follow some of the
yeah,
people that are just helping you. I'm following David Goggins and Andrew Tate because whenever I
yeah,
feel low, like I don't want to
yeah,
go to gym, I just scroll reels and
yeah,
I got that video. Who's gonna carry the boats?
yeah.
So that thing is helping for me, and you have to think about what will be helping you. So just see
Yeah,
that.
true, true, true. That's the thing even I did, right? When I was actually I've lost many friends while I tried to start my own agency, right? Because
Exactly.
because I got very very busy, because you know how much time you have to put every day, along with college as I have, it takes like the whole day, and I sleep a bit early, like I sleep at 11:30 12, but I wake up early too. So because I have to go to college, and also on weekends I do wake up early, right? Because when that phase happened, I had to unfollow my own classmates, and also the all most of the meme pages I used to follow. Right. I do watch memes because you also have to have that
Yes.
entertainment
Exactly.
too. But it was most I wasn't most into business and all these stuff, but eventually I cut down all the crap, and as you said, and now it's all proper growth and motivational content which I consume on social media.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And talking about the friends that you lose a lot of friends in your journey. So the
Yeah.
people who are into your life and you are not able
Yeah.
to help them or they're not able to help you. So they're not your
Yeah.
friends. They are just acquaintances
Yeah.
that have come into your
Yeah.
life for a shorter period of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
True.
And
True.
you have to
Yeah.
lose them if you want to grow. I had a
Yeah.
friend who was working, he was the founding partner of this, the Dell Media, and we were
Okay.
working and all. Once I saw that he's not putting the effort that I'm thinking about to get this company to the next level, and he's not putting that
Okay.
effort. So I had to make a decision. Is it zero or one? It's not in between. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
if you're letting him stay, the effort you're putting in and the time you are the time you are wasting in that stuff, it's going to be much higher.
Yeah.
So once
Yeah.
I just remove them from the company, things are done
Yeah.
efficiently and on time. So that's the most
Yeah.
important thing. You have to
Yeah.
every time prioritize your business, not your
Yeah.
friends, because people
Yeah.
there are like a lot of people in the world. People will
Yeah.
come and
Yeah.
go, and the people will
Yeah.
come even with much better skills than you, and they're going to
Yeah.
take
True.
over your
True.
business in the future. You're not going to run your business for your entire lifetime. So you have to
True.
see that
True.
perfect people for your business.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that note, let's end this podcast, and I hope everyone who is watching the podcast and is listening to the podcast, has learned something very interesting from it. And thank you very much, Hamad, for joining on episode 3 of Ignite with Pavan, and I hope you had fun.
Absolutely, I had.
I had
And
fun.
let's
Yeah,
see if they found some really good value out of this podcast.
yeah,
And I hope
yeah,
they will just change their lives after this if they
yeah.
want to grow.
Because because both of us are into providing value to our clients or whoever we're working with. So we
Exactly.
also aim to provide value whoever is watching our content too. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So
100%.
I hope that I had fun personally talking to you, and I hope everyone else has had fun too, right? So
Surely.
cheers,
Surely.
Ahmed.
So have a great day,
Yeah.
guys, and let me know if you want to ask anything, or you can just contact Pavan about what type of services he's providing as well. He's also into the same niche, and talk to you soon.
Yeah, I'll also drop Hamad's details, everything, his Instagram, his his agency's website and everything in the description below. So check it out, right? I hope
Absolutely.
you guys will learn something from it too.
Surely. So,
Yeah.
guys, have a great day, and Pavan, you too.
Yeah. Thank you, Hamad. Thank you. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the podcast throughout and learned something very, very interesting from it. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel for much more interesting content, and also follow me on my social media handles which are mentioned in the description below. Thanks for watching.